Okay, we will start. Good afternoon to all. So in the last class, we have started with the first lab program. So I explain the program once again. So what is the program he has told? Write a LEX program to recognize a valid arithmetic expression. That means that we need to take a valid input expression. For example, we need to take a plus b. It is a valid expression. For example, if I'm going to take a plus b, it is an invalid expression. So that we need to take an arithmetic expression. Okay. Identifiers in the expression could be only the integers. Operators could be plus or star as told. Okay. Count the identifier and the operators present and print them separately. So what I want to say, for example, if I'm going to take the input a plus b, how many identifiers you are going to get? A is your identifier, b is your identifier. So that you are going to display the message a as identifier, b as identifier, and plus is an operator. So whatever the expressions you may give input, so that we will be getting whether it is a valid expression. First thing I'm going to get that particular thing. Next I'm going to get how many identifiers you are going to get and how many operators you are going to get. So in the yesterday's class also I told you that whenever you are going to write the lab program, you will be getting three important sections. I'll repeat once again. So in the lab program you will be getting three. Whenever you're going to write the lab program, you will be getting three important you'll be getting three important sections. One is your definition section, one more is a rule section, third is main section. I'll repeat once again. So these are the three sections will be there whenever you're going to write the lab programs. These are the three sections you will be getting. One is definition section, one more is rule section, one more is main section. In yesterday we have discussed everything theory part. In the definition section, what are the things we will be looking? We will be looking pre-processor directives, we will be looking declarations, etc. So we'll start the program. So we will be starting with the definition section. So I told you that. So in this particular case, so as usual, you should know what is the prototype for the definition section. Percentage flower bracket, percentage close bracket is a protocol we'll be following for your definition section. In the middle part, we will be specifying your preprocessor or header files we will be representing. So hash include stdio.h we will be representing. Okay, this is what your header file we will be checking. Header file is we will be having. After that we will start declaring. So if you see the declaration part, integer v is nothing but your variables. I'll repeat once again, v is nothing but your variables. Initially variables I'm going to take it 0. Op is nothing but your operators. Second thing is id is nothing but your identifiers. So id is nothing but your identifiers. I'm going to take flag. So why flag is nothing but we were going to consider one particular variable to check whether it is a valid expression or not. I'll repeat once again. So flag is nothing but one variable I'm going to consider to check whether it is a valid expression or not. We will be checking. So this is the first part we will be discussing with respect to your definition section. Second is rule section. So I told you that in the rule section, how we will be representing 2% symbol is the opening and 2% symbol is the close symbols we will be looking. In the rule section, we will be looking with respect to the identifiers, operators, conditional part. Just I can tell one word with respect to rule section what we can do. Rule is nothing but we will be checking the conditions. That's all. In the rule section, we will be checking the conditions. So what conditions we will be checking? We need to have an identifiers. So identifiers, it can be your alphabets. So that I'm going to take A to Z, small a to Z to capital A to Z I can take. Plus is nothing but one or more occurrence. I'll repeat once again. Plus means one or more occurrence you can have. Star means zero or more occurrence you will be having. So in the ATC subject you have come across, plus symbol is mainly used for what? One or more occurrence you will be getting. Star means zero or more references you will be getting. Zero or more references you will be getting. So next thing, ID. So ID is nothing but your identifiers. We will be incrementing and we will be printing identifier. Echo is the command we will be using for the printing purpose. So we will be using the first thing is identifier. I told you that. For example, A plus B. If you see A is your identifier, B is your identifier. For that particular case, I will be checking with respect to the alphabets characters. Next, we need to talk with respect to the operators. So that's why I'll be using plus, minus, star, division. These are the various operators I will be using. Okay. So OP is nothing but an operator plus plus. So we will be incrementing so that you can take A plus B or A minus B. You can take more than one operators you can take. Whatever the operators you can take to print that particular operator, I will be taking the command called echo command. So if you want to write it in the bracket, for example, I'll write it here only. For example, I told you that you can write A plus B, you can write, or you will be writing either A bracket B, you will be writing. So like this. So whenever you will be using the bracket, we will be incrementing your variables. For example, one bracket is if it's open means you need to close one more bracket. What I want to say, number of open brackets is equal to number of closed brackets. Whenever you are going to open the brackets, we will be making increment. Whenever you are going to make the closed bracket, we will be decrementing. That's all. Next is semicolon I will be using. So semicolon is nothing but encounter. We will be encountering. After that, flag is equal to 1. So whenever flag is equal to 1, the condition is not satisfied, we will be coming outside. In the beginning, we have given flag is equal to 0. Flag is nothing but one variable we will be taking to check whether it is a valid or not. Whenever my flag is equal to 1, so we will be checking the condition is not satisfied and we will be moving. Next, dot symbol you will be getting, that is nothing but dot. It can be anything character, any character you can have. This is with respect to your rule section. Okay. So the last part what we will be discussing, this is your main section. So as usual, you know, whatever the program you are going to type, everything it will be executing in your main section. The C program you will be knowing that. So whatever the program you will be using, finally it will be executing in your main section. So in that particular main section, print, we will be printing an expression. So YYLEX, here YYLEX indicates it will get an input and check with the certain rules. I'll repeat once again. YYLEX. Why we will be using YYLEX means we will be get the input. Whatever the input we will be providing, no, that input we will be storing there and we will be checking the certain rules. Rules is nothing but above we have written the rule section. No, it will be checking the operation. Next condition is if operator plus 1 is equal to id. That means that the operator should be more than identifier. For example, operators, when always the operator should be more than your identifiers we will be using. So you, for example, a plus b you will be using. So you have two identifiers, one operator is there. So that more than one operator you need to have. So v is equal to 0. That is where, that is brackets we will be concentrating and flag. And we will be giving an expression. If it is valid, it will check and we will be getting a message. The expression is a valid. Otherwise, it is an invalid expressions we will be getting. So once if you are going to type this particular program, everything to save, so that after that we need to use the command called lex file name dot l. This is what the execution steps I told. So in this particular case, you can write it as lex program1 dot l. This is what the file name we will be referring. Okay. So next thing, for the compilation part, we will be using cc lex dot yy dot c underscore I hyphen ll. So this command is mainly used for what? Compiling purpose I will be using for compiling. If you are going to get any errors, it will be checking. For execution part, we will be using dot slash a dot out. This is what I'll be using with respect to your execute command. Okay, shall we see the output? Shall I open the video? Have you understood the logic or shall I explain once again? So in the video, everything I have explained. Abhila sir, we have made the video. I'll show you the video now so that the program explanation is there along with the how we need to give an input and how we need to get an output. We will be showing. Any doubts with respect to the program till now? If you have, you can ask me. Or if we will see the output, we will move to the video. Any students? Shall we see the output? ವಿವೇಕ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತೇನಪ್ಪ? ಇಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್
No.
ಮಾಡ್ಲಾ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್?
Right, sir.
ಶ್ರೇಯ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? Okay, so next thing for the compilation part, we will be using cc lex dot yy dot c underscore I hyphen ll. So this command is mainly used for what? Compiling purpose I will be using for execution command. Okay, so next thing, for the compilation part, we will be using
Yes, sir, understood. But output
Sai
is
Pratima,
Yes, sir.
video, shall we open the video now? So everyone see the video. I'll open the video here. Just to take the pen and paper parallelly. Everyone is seeing the video. Program already I'll give explanation will be there. So just you listen 10 minutes. So this is what the step. First thing I want to tell you that whenever you are going to install Oracle virtual machine, you will be getting Oracle virtual machine icon. I'll repeat once again. Oracle virtual machine and you first install ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬೇಕು. Once you are going to install, you will be getting an icon in your desktop. Once you are going to double click, you will be getting start button. Once you are going to start, you will be getting this particular screen. In that particular screen, you need to search terminal and you will be start typing. I'll repeat once again. So first thing what you need to do, Oracle virtual machine, you need to download it in your system if you are using Windows. So whenever you are going to download, whenever you are going to install, you will be getting one particular icon in your desktop. So whenever after installation, you double click that particular icon. In that particular case, you will be having a start button. Once you will be having a start button, this window will be opened. In this particular window, we will be using the terminal. So first we will be changing the directory. Just listen the video.
ಹಲೋ ಸರ್.
One second. ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ ವಿವೇಕ್.
ಸರ್ ಅದೇನು ಕೇಳಿಸಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಲ್ಯಾಗ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್.
Okay. For what about other students? ಸಾಯಿ ಪ್ರತಿಮಾ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಏನು ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿಲ್ಲ.
Okay, no problem. I'll send you the link. Okay, I'll send you the link so that you can see the. So this is what for each program we have made the video and we will be sharing to you. Okay, the explanation is there. How we need to give an input, how you need to get an output, everything will be there. If you see two at one time, you will be automatically you'll be knowing that how you need to execute the steps. Okay, shall I stop this video? So I'll be sending each program link. Okay, I'll be sending once the program has been completed. Now I'll be sending the program link to your group. You can see that particular video. So each once again, sir has explained the program. Me and sir last time we did. So few programs sir has did, few program me have explained. So go through the video. Everything step by step, everything is there. Afterwards, the how we need to give an input and how you need to get an output is there. So now once the program has been completed, now we will be moving an input and output part. Okay, I'll type here itself. So these are the three important steps you need to follow once you completed the program. First thing is lex filename.l. That is the file name we will be saving. For compilation, I'll be using cc lex.yy.c-ll. That is for your compilation. To get the output, I'll be using a command dot/a.output. That is for your output. So whenever you are going to press this particular case, you will be getting entire and expressions. You will be getting. Okay, you will be getting entire and expression. So in this particular case, I am going to give a plus b. So what is an expression I have given here? Anyone? What is an expression I have given? Anyone? What is an expression I have given? Input.
A plus b.
A plus b. So my output I need to get. I'm going to write it here. Output what I will be getting. So identifier colon A. Identifier is B. Operator is I'm going to get it as what? Plus, and I'm going to get expression is valid. This is what output you will be getting. And you will be getting how many identifier you got here? How many identifiers you got? 2. So it will be displaying the count also. So how many operators you got?
1.
1. That's all. This is what the output you will be getting. Whenever you are going to give an input A plus B, this is what it will be giving. For example, if you are going to give A plus B, whether it is a valid expression, anyone? So that you are going to get invalid expression. That means that you need to have a two identifiers along with an operator. So either you can use along with the brackets or along without brackets you can use. So this is what the output you will be getting. One with respect to your valid expression and invalid expression. Have you understood, or shall I explain the program once again?
Understood, sir.
What about other students? See, one thing I want to tell you that everyone, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'll be doing the theory part. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'll be doing theory part. Friday and Saturday, we will concentrate on your lab program. So before lockdown, okay, once the lockdown has been completed, whenever you will be coming to the college, so that I'll be explaining in the offline also. Don't worry, I'll be sending the video link. Once you see the video link only, it will be sufficient. You will tell that no need to practice it, sir. We have learnt everything. You will tell. The video we have made in such a way that so everything we have explained, and we have shown the output also, snapshot, everything is there for each program. Okay, once the each program has been completed, I will be sharing the link to you so that you can see the video, so that you will be understanding each program. So shall I explain the program once again, or shall I move to the B program? So in the first program, you got two programs, A and B. First program, what I explained now. If any student, if you have not understood this program, please tell me so that I'll repeat this program once again. If you have understood, so that I'll move to the B program. I want response from you. If I want to repeat this program, you just inform me. I'll explain the program once again. It's not a problem. So if you have understood the program, so that I'll move to the B program.
Understood, sir.
What about Yatindra? Explain ಮಾಡ್ಲೇನಪ್ಪ Yatindra ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸತಿ.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಾ?
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್, ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ದಿವಸ ನೆನಪಿರ್.
ವಿಡಿಯೋನೇ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ. ಸರಿಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಾ ಬೇಡವಾ ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ? ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸತಿ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಾ?
ಹಾ ಸರ್, ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್.
Okay, listen here. I'll explain once again. See, the first lab program, what you will be getting is write a LEX program to recognize a valid arithmetic expression. So what we need to do, we need to check whether the expression is valid or not. We need to check first thing. So in next he has told identifier in an expression could be only an integer, he has told, and operator could be plus star, he has told. Okay, next count the identifiers and operators present and print them separately. This is what the question he has given. So whenever we will be writing the LEX program, this is what the LEX program we will be writing. Whenever whatever the program you may write, so that you will be having three different sections. So first section is definition section, second is rule section, third is main section. I'll repeat once again. ನೀವು ಯಾವುದೇ program ಬರೆದ್ರುನು, so we will be having three important sections. First is definition section, second is rule section, third is main section. In the definition section, we will be discussing with respect to preprocessor directives. Preprocessor directives are the header files. Okay, preprocessor directives is nothing but your header files we will be discussing. Along with the declarations, we will be representing in your definition section. In the rule section, what we will be discussing is, so we will be having a certain operators, we will be having an identifiers, we will be having a delimiters to check the conditions. We will be using the rule section to check the conditions. Either the conditions, it can be your identifiers, or it can be your operators, or it can be your delimiters, anything. So that indicates your rule section. Third is your main section. In the main section, what we will be doing, we are going to get the input and check with the respective rules. What we have applied in the above, no, we will be checking in the main section. I'll repeat once again. So in the main section, we will be getting in the input. Whatever the input is there, all the input we will be getting in your main section, and we will be checking and we will be performing the rules. So we will start the program now. So in the definition section, so the definition section, we will be representing percentage symbol along with open flower bracket. So close representation, we will be doing percentage along with flower bracket. So I can say like this. So how we will be representing in the definition section means the definition section we will be representing percentage open bracket, conditions we will be writing. After that we will be ending with percentage and closing flower bracket. So inside we will be writing what? We will be writing the preprocessor, we will be writing the declaration part, all those things. Okay, so this is with respect to your definition section. So in the I told you the preprocessor is nothing but a header file, so that we will be using hash include stdio.h. So stdio. You know that standard input output header file we will be using. Next is nothing but your declarations. So variables, operators, all those things we will be declaring in this particular section. Int v. First we have taken v. What is that? V is nothing but your variables. OP. OP is nothing but your operators. ID. ID is nothing but your identifiers. So flag is equal to 0. Flag is nothing but one variable I am going to consider to check whether it is a valid expression or not. We will be checking. This is with respect to your definition section. Next we will be looking with respect to your rule section. So how I am going to represent the rule section? The rule section will be represented with 2 percentage symbols. I'll repeat once again. 2 percentage symbol is nothing but rule section. Ending also we will be representing 2 percentage symbol. Inside we will be writing the conditions. So which conditions? Either I told you that you can write identifiers, you can write operators, you can write delimiters, and you will be checking the condition. This is what the conditions we will be discussing. So first thing, a uppercase and lowercase we have taken, that is nothing but your identifiers. Identifiers can be your alphabets. Okay, so we have taken both uppercase and we have taken lowercase. Plus symbol is there. Plus is nothing but one or more occurrence we will be getting. So you can have, next is 0 to 9, A to Z we will be getting. After that we will be getting star. Star is nothing but 0 or more occurrence, or I can say it as what? Repeatedly. So you will be getting. So ID plus plus is nothing but we are going to increment your identifier. So whenever you are going to increment your identifier, we will be printing identifier and we will be giving the command called echo. Echo is mainly used for printing that particular statement. So first whatever the thing we have written, that is with respect to your that is alphabets, or I can say it as what? Identifier. Next line, we need to talk with respect to your operator. So you can have plus, or you can have minus, or you can have division, multiplication, or division you will be having. These are the various operators I will be having. So whenever I am going to increment the operator, I will be printing the command called operator and I am going to use the command echo. For example, I will be using a plus b and I'll be using one more expression, a minus b. You can take more operators. So any operators you can take. So if you take along with the brackets means, for example, if you will be taking a plus b, let us consider a plus b I'll be taking. So open bracket means how many open bracket you have taken, it will be incrementing. So how many close bracket you will be taking, the variable we will be decrementing. You can take any number of open braces, you can take any number of close braces. So as usual, you know, number of open bracket is equal to number of close bracket. So whenever you're going to open the brackets, I'm going to increment my variables. Whenever I'm going to close the bracket, I'm going to decrement my variables. Next, semicolon is there. Semicolon is nothing but I'll be using for encounter. Finally, it will be terminating with the semicolon. That is nothing but an encounter. So that next I'm going to give flag is equal to 1. So I told you that flag is nothing but one variable I'm going to check whether it is a valid expression or not. Whenever my flag is equal to 1, so the condition is not satisfied, I will be exiting. So dot, next is dot or n. Dot indicates that any characters you can have. So that I'll close my rule section. Next, execution will start in your main function. So I'm going to give printf, enter an expression, what it will be displaying in your output. So enter an expression, I'll be giving an expression. So that expression will be taken in your YYLEX. So YYLEX, what it will do, it will get an input and check with the rules. So we will be getting all the inputs in that particular case and we will be checking the rules. So next I'll be checking the condition with respect to operator. If operator plus 1, operator plus 1, why we will be using means operator should be always more than your identifiers we will be taking. Operator should be always more than your identifiers will be there. So and v is equal to 0, flag is equal to 0, you are going to get the expression is valid, else you will be getting expression is invalid. So for the execution steps, you need to follow these 3 steps you will be following. So first is lex program.l. We will be using the file name. So we will be using one particular editor here, that is vim. Vim is nothing but one particular editor, like your notepad, wordpad will be there. Now we will be using vim editor program1.l. if you are going to type means automatically you will be displaying that particular screen. For compilation, I'll be using the command cc lex.yy.c, this particular command. If you're going to get an error, it will show this particular line. In this particular you have made the mistake. To get the output, I'll be using .a.out. Okay, so in the output you will be getting enter an expression. So in the enter an expression, if I'm going to enter a plus b, my output I'm going to get, so it will list how many identifiers you're going to get. So a is your identifier, b is your identifier, operator is plus, so that you're going to get the expression is valid. So identifier is how many identifier you got? 2, a and b. Operator you got plus, you will be getting. Second input, if I'm going to give a plus plus b means, so it is invalid expressions you will be getting. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾನಪ್ಪ ಯತೀಂದ್ರ? ಇಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸತಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ಲಾ ಯತೀಂದ್ರ?
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್.
Okay, shall we move to the B program? Okay, I'll move to the B program. So today I'll be sending the program link. YouTube link ನೀವು ನೋಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, explanation everything is there. So go through it. If you find anywhere doubts, you can ask me so that I'll explain the program once again. So today 1B we will complete. Tomorrow we'll start the second program. So we will start the program. See what is the program he has told? Write. This is 1B program. In the first program, you will be getting 2 programs. Okay, A program and B program. So A we have discussed. So we will discuss the B program now. So B program, what he has told? Write YAC program. So in the question itself, he has told write YAC program to evaluate the arithmetic expression involving the operators plus, minus, star, as all those things he has given. So you can ask me, sir, previously program what we have done and what is this particular program? Previously we have written with respect to your lex program. Now we will be writing the program with respect to your YAC program. Okay, previously we have written the program in terms of lex. So now we will be writing the program in terms of YAC. So in the yesterday also I told you that what do you mean by lex, what do you mean by YAC also. So what do you mean by lex here? So lex is nothing but your lexical analyzer. It is one of the tool. It generates the C code for the lexical analyzer. Generally, the lex is mainly used to read your input values. I'll repeat once again. Lex ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, so we have to read the input values. We will be using your lex tool. Why YAC tool ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, whatever the input you have read now, it will take that particular input and it will execute. Just reading is nothing but your lex. YAC is nothing but read plus execute. We will be performing in your YAC. So lex is nothing but one particular tool. We will be generates the C code for your lexical analyzer. In the simple definition, I can say it as what? It will read your input values. So YAC means what? YAC is also one of the tool we will be taking, which generates the code in the syntax analyzer. In the syntax analyzer means we will be taking that input values and we will be starting executing. That is what we will be performing in your YAC. So in this particular program, what I want to say, we will be getting 2 parts here. Okay, we will be getting 2 parts here. Just I'll write here solution. you'll be getting two parts here. So part A, this is your part A, that is lex part. So you'll be typing the file name as lex, you will be using the file name lex1b.l. So this is what the file name I'll be giving, lex1b.l. So that means that in this particular program we'll be getting two parts, that is lex part along with your yak part. So in this particular case, I'll repeat once again, in this particular program I'll be getting two parts here. Why? Because in the previous program he has not told to do with respect to yak. In this particular program he has specifically telling that write yak program. So whenever you need to execute your yak program, we want both lex and yak. Why? Because just you will be reading the input in the lex. Whatever the input you read, that input it will be reading and it will be executing in your yak part. So in the first part, we will be using lex part. So I'm going to save the particular file name as lex1 program1 alt program1b.l. L indicates your lex program. So program1b is your file name. We are going to be considering lex file name.l. Okay. So in this particular case, as usual, once again, you will be getting two important sections here. One is definition section. So as usual, we will be using the header files. In this particular case, we have taken #include y.tab.h. I'll repeat once again. We have made use of y.tab.h. That means that it will communicate. I'll write it here only. It will, this particular header files will communicating between lex and yak. For that particular case, I will be using y.tab.h. This is with respect to your definition section. Okay, this is your definition section. So next is command you will be using extern. Extern is nothing but one particular keyword, that is. So it is mainly used for visibility of your function I'll be using. So YYL val, so that we will be calling yak program, we will be inserting the values, whatever the values you got, all the values we will be inserting in your lex as well as your yak. That's why we have taken YY is nothing but your yak, L is nothing but your lex part. So whatever the values you are going to get, all the values will be saved both in your lex as well as your yak. So this ends your definition section. I'll repeat once again. So first in this particular program, you will be getting two parts here. One is lex part and one more is yak part. In the lex part, you will be getting two important section. One is definition section and one more is your rule section. So this is your rule section. This is your rule section. As usual, you know, we have taken two percentage symbol. So in this particular case also, we need to check whether the we need to evaluate an arithmetic expression. In this particular case, as usual, you want to evaluate a arithmetic expression, we want identifiers, we want operators, main thing. So in this particular case, we will be talking numericals also, 0 to 9 we will be taking. So for example, I'll be giving an input, in this particular case 4, let us consider, I'll give here only 4 into 3 I'll be giving. So numericals. So what is the result I need to get? 12 I need to get. So I can give in terms of numericals also. So that I'll be giving numericals, that is from 0 to 9 you can have. Plus is nothing but we will be taking one or more occurrence. So YYL val is nothing but one particular keyword we will be taking, that mainly used for storing your lex as well as your yak values we will be using. ATOI is nothing but we will be converting whatever the strings to the number. I'll be repeating once again. We will be convert the strings to the number. That particular command will be doing ATOI. So ATOI, what it will do? It converts the strings to the number and it sends the value to the text, that is YY text. I'll repeat once again. in the condition rule, we will be having the numericals. So